Hi crew, Mrs. J here. During this video, we're going to learn how to use models to represent both mixed numbers and improper fractions. We're also going to try something new. This video is going to serve as an interactive worksheet for us, which means throughout the video, you're going to pause it and do some work. Right now, I'd like you to look through your house and find a piece of paper, a pencil, an eraser, and a ruler. Pause the video, find those things, and when you're ready, unpause it. First off, we're going to learn how to use a picture to represent improper fractions and mixed numbers. Before I start, it's a bit different to look at fractions on a computer. When I write a fraction like this, I really mean a whole 4 and 2/3. This is a mixed number, a whole 4 and 2/3. To represent this fraction, I can use any kind of model. I could use a rectangle separated into 3 pieces. I could use a circle separated into 3 pieces, as long as the pieces are equal. Let's have a quick review on the difference between a proper, improper, and mixed number. A proper fraction, the numerator is less than the denominator, which means that it equals less than 1. So in this proper fraction, I can say I've got 2/5 of a whole or 2/5 of a set. In an improper fraction, the numerator is bigger than the denominator, which means I have 1 or more. And in a mixed number, I represent that improper fraction using a whole number. Here, 7/3 is equal to 2 1/3. Going back to using a picture to represent improper fractions and mixed numbers, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a rectangle separated into 3 parts because my denominator is 3. And I'm going to fill in 4 holes. So I'm going to color in 1, 2, 3, 4. I cannot color in a 5th hole because I don't have 5 whole parts. I have 4 and I've got 2/3, so I can go 1, 2. This now represents 4 wholes and 2/3. I can also represent this as an improper fraction with the denominator of 3. And I can go ahead and I can count the pieces that I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So my improper fraction is 14/3. Interestingly enough, 4 wholes times 3 is 12, plus the 2 extra parts is 14. So 4 2/3 as a mixed number can also be written as 14/3 as an improper fraction. Now it's your turn. On your piece of paper, I would like you to represent 2 1/5 with a model as question number 1. And then your question number 2 is to represent 11/4 with a model. So your task now is to draw a model just like we did before to represent these 2 fractions. And when you're done that, to convert the mixed number to an improper fraction or vice versa. So you'll write them in both forms. Go ahead now and pause the video, taking time to both draw the model and convert your fraction. Way to go! You're rewarded with a math joke. Next up, we're going to learn how to use a number line to represent improper fractions and mixed numbers. I'm going to take the same fraction I had before, the same mixed number, and I'm going to make a number line. I'm going to start with 0, and I know I need more than 4 sections, so I'm going to start dividing up my number line. I'm going to try to make my sections equal, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Oops. Or keep going. I'll go past 4. I'll do 5. Then I'm going to make this just continue with an arrow. So I know I have 4 holes. So let's go ahead. That's 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 hole, 4 holes, and I've got 2/3. So I need to now separate this section into thirds, and I've got 2 of them. So right here is where I can write 4 and 2/3 as my mixed number. Remember, if I want to convert that into an improper fraction again, the denominator will stay the same, but each of these is 3 sections. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. I have 14/3. Now it's your turn. For question 3, I'd like you to use a number line to represent 1 3/4. And for question 4, I'd like you to use a number line to represent 10/3. So to recap, in a minute, you're going to pause this video and you're going to draw a number line to represent these two fractions. And after you're done that, please convert the mixed number to an improper fraction and vice versa. Take some time now, pause the video. When you're done, you can unpause it. Congratulations! You get rewarded with another math joke. It's important to talk about renaming fractions. When we're converting from an improper fraction to a mixed number, or a mixed number to an improper fraction, what we're actually doing is renaming the fraction. It's the same thing. 7/3 is the same as 2 wholes and 1/3. I'm just calling it by a different name. Your turn. For question number 5 on your piece of paper, answer this question. Which mixed number is another name for 10/4? Is it A, B, C, or D? Pause the video and answer now. Congratulations, you get rewarded with another math joke. Lastly, I'd like to think about these questions, and we'll do this together. This will help get our juices running for fractions with our brains. Consider this improper fraction. I have a missing number and the denominator is 6. I want you to think about, what do you know about the missing value? Pause the video for a few seconds to try and think about what you know about the value that should go in the box. Great. It's already told me that I am looking at an improper fraction, and we know that an improper fraction equals 1 or more than 1. So what do I know about the missing value? I know that that missing value needs to be a 6 or a number greater than a 6. It needs to be a 6, a 7, an 8, a 9, 100, 1,000, 456. It just needs to be a 6 or bigger than a 6. If it was something smaller than a 6, it wouldn't be an improper fraction anymore. Next question. Consider this mixed number, 3 and 4 out of something. What do you know about the missing value? This one's a little bit harder. Pause the video and think for a few seconds about it. Great. If I look at this mixed number, I know that mixed numbers have taken the whole out of the fraction. So I know that this missing number should be greater than 4. It could be a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, 100, 1,000, a 258. It should be bigger than 4. If it was 4, 4 out of 4 is a whole, and then I would know that this number wouldn't be 3, it would be 4. If it was less than 4, I'd still have an improper part in my mixed number, which means I could still take out another whole. So what do I know about this missing value? I know that it would have to be greater than a 4. Crew, I miss you. To end off, here are a few thoughts that I want you to read carefully. Have a great day. You're done your worksheet part of this interactive presentation. So snap a picture of it and upload it to Google Classroom. And remember, you are incredible. You are intelligent. You are open, curious, and kind. You are doing so well, and I miss you so very much. Bye.